Hello everyone, I'm Darshi Rajkumar. I'm so jubilant to be in front of you. Before getting into my topic, let me ask you something. First, what do you think about success? Success is not just a victory or winning in a competition, which means getting a medal or cup. That's not success, but success means victory in a race called life. Yes, success means it's not just winning for ourselves, but for all welfare of the other peoples. Yes, it's the act of selflessness. That's called success. So now what do you think of girls? Yes, girls really work hard and they faces many struggles in their life. You may tell, yeah, everybody is facing struggles in their life. They have many struggles, they have many barriers in their life, but why I'm specifying girls here is girls have many physical problems in their life. Yes, problem may varies from people. So one may have a family issue or another may have some physical problem. So problem may varies from people to people. But why I am specifying girls here is because they have a common physical problem that everybody knows, right? So we should always give respect to them, and we should also be thankful to the man who is supporting the girl to overcome their struggles. Yes, you might have known in past girls are not leave to study. Yes, everybody restricted girls from everything, but nowadays it's not like that. Girls are in many fields, right? So we should be thankful for the men who are helping us to overcome our barriers. Yes, and let me tell you one thing, just remember this in your life. If a girl, she's fat or not, short or tall, black or white, don't bother. That doesn't bother, but every girl must be respected. And yes, you could have found my topic. Yes, my topic is success of women in the world, and I'm going to tell you about the successful women in our world. Yes, everybody are successful, not everybody are successful, but success means it's not alone just doing for ourselves. There should not be selfishness in success. It should be done for the welfare of other people. For example, we can take our Gandhiji. Yes, he's a father of our nation, and did he fight for his freedom? No, he's also fight for our freedom, right? He fights for the freedom of our country. So the success should be like that. And let me tell you about 9 women successors in our world here. They might be called as 9 gems in our world. Okay, let me start. The first person, she's the first personality who built the schools for girls. She's the first person to build the school for girls, and she's the first female teacher in our India. Yes, you could have find her. She's none other than our Savitribai Phule. Yes, she is known as the mother of feminism because feminism was started from her and started by her. So she is also a great poetess and the social reformer. Let me tell you one of her quotes, that awake, arise, educate, smash traditions, liberate. So what is she trying to tell here is we should always be aware of our education. Everybody have every traditions and cultures. Tradition varies from people, right? So one people have some traditions and some others have other traditions. So tradition and cultures varies upon people, but education should not be stopped with the traditions. So if education is different and tradition is different, both of things should not be mingled. If it mingled, there will be a barrier for education. So what she is telling to us is we should break the barrier as traditions, and we should always get educated because education is the most important thing in our life. And the next personality that I wanted to tell you, she's an American author. So her name is Helen Keller. Yes, you'd be very familiar with Helen Keller. Yes, she is visually impaired and hearing impaired, right? So at her age of 19 months, she was suffered with a heavy fever and has meningitis. So she can't see, and she lost her ability of hearing. But she is the first person to hold a degree with blindness and deaf. See how great she is, and she has written her own autobiography, right? So what I am trying to tell you is we should also come over the barriers in our life. Yes, she is a great author and she is an educator in America, and let me tell you one of her quote. So alone we can do little things, together we can do much more. So the tagline is unity is strength. She's telling that in any time please don't say me, because there will be some people who will be behind us helping us, but they'll be not known for our knowledge. So don't say me. Every time when you work hard, say we, because that will give you a strength that a people is behind you helping you. So don't say that. And she'll be telling the only worst thing in life is better than blind is having vision but no sight. So what she's trying to tell us here, Even if I'm a blind, that's not a worst thing. But if I can see many things, I have a power to see, but I'm not seeing the problems of other people. I don't have ability to see the problems of other people. That's the worst thing in life. So that was said by Helen Keller. And the next personality I want to tell you is Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy. Yes, she's a female Indian medical practitioner. She's a female legislator in India, and she was a Padma Bhushan award recipient, and she's also a feminist. She also fight for the girls' freedom. And let me tell you a definition for her life. Story of a woman who made it a thing, not just questioning the wrongs of the society, but to find a solution to fix. Yes, that's what Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy is. And the next personality I want to tell you, sorry I can't say her as a personality, but she's an angel. Yes, I have to tell her as an angel because she's a symbol of humanity and symbol of peace. Yes, you could have find her. She's none other than our Mother Teresa. She's a girl of women of peace actually. Yes, how can I describe her is she opened many orphanages, charities and trust for many peoples. And let me tell you one thing, in her small age, in a middle age, when she saw many people suffering with leprosy and she saw nobody is there to help them, so she turned one and she helped to many children and many old age peoples who suffered with that disease. And she started to make it wider and wider, and in worldwide she made that. And she has in her name there are many charities and orphanages, and she has got many honorable awards, including the Raman Magsaysay Award and the Nobel Prize for Peace. Yes, she got the Nobel Prize for Peace in India. And the next personality I want to tell you, she's an American journalist. Yes, I think she might not be familiar with you, but let me tell you her. Yes, she is Gloria Steinem. Yes, she is an American journalist and a feminist, and she is also a political social activist, and she is a nationally recognized leader actually. She is an American. And let me tell you about her. Actually, talking in front of 1,000 people or 100 people will be easy when we talk fluently or when we keep on talking. But writing about feminism in journal is really a critical thing, because if a problematic person reads that journal, what will happen? Obviously, the author who wrote that will get several problems. But even though she has faced many struggles, but she had not stopped writing about feminism in her journals. Yes, she's a great journalist, and let me tell you her sayings also. Women are always saying that we can do anything that men can do, but men should be saying that we can do that anything women can do. Okay, what is she telling here? Yes, we'll be obviously telling, all the women will be telling, I can do anything that a man can do, because to equalize our position with the men. But what is she telling here? Actually, this should be told by a men, because we are the greatest people than the men. That's what she's telling here. And once we stop asking for approvals, we find it easier to earn respect. Yes, it's really a true thing that I too learn from her, because we should not ask permission for anything. It's our desire, it's our dream, it's our goal, so we should do that. We should not ask permission for anybody, because if we ask permission to a person, what they will do? They will obviously treat them as a unknown person. They'll obviously treat them as illiterate, and they started dumping us. So don't ask permissions or approvals for anything in anybody, because you can ask for permission, you can ask for suggestion, but don't ask permission or approval to anybody. Asking permissions or asking suggestion can be also lessened. You can less that also, because the people who you're asking permission will never leave you to come up. So if you take your own decision and if you get achievement in that, automatically you will be earning respect from everybody. So first stop asking permission from everybody. So you should learn the difference between permission and information. If you are going to do one thing, just tell them the information. No need of asking the permission to anybody. That's an important thing that one should possess in their life. Okay. And the next personality I want to tell you, she is the greatest people in our life. So everybody might have known about her. She is an athlete actually. Yes, it is none other than Deepa Malik. She is the first female athlete in our India, and she won many medals also. She was great in shot put and javelin even. She was diagnosed with the spine tumor. She can't walk, but even though she can't walk, she gave her best in that Paralympics, and she won many medals also. So what let me tell you one thing that she said in an interview. People will always look at you the way you look at yourself. Yes, after telling this line, even I remember a story, and let me tell you that story. If you know that, just hear that. Okay, once there was a village. So in that village there is a monk. So the monk, he know everything. He's like a leader to the village. He knows everything about the village. So one day a boy is coming to that monk, and he's asking that, excuse me sir, I'm a newcomer to this village, can you tell me something about the village? And the monk is replying, asking again question to the boy, can you tell me the people living in your village? So the monk asked the same question. Do you know what the boy replied? He told all the negative things. They are greedy, they are disloyal, they don't respect everybody. He started telling all the negative points of the people, and the monk silently said that, dear child, the people living in this village are also with the same ability. So the man, he left the village, and the next day, another man, he is also a newcomer to the village, and he is going to the mosque and asking the same question, and the monk is also asking the same question about the people in his village. So the boy, what he replied is, he told, the people there are really good, they help each other, they are kind hearted, they are soft hearted. He started to tell all the positive points of the people. So obviously what will be the reply of the monk? He said, yes dear, yes dear, the people living in this village are also with the same ability. So what did the boy made? He go and started living in the village. Actually, what I wanted to tell you from this story is, so the way we look at ourselves, the people will also look at us. So always see everything in positive. Don't see negative anything with a negative side, because even if if a problem is negative, try to change it as positive thing, because the way we see others, they will also see that in us. So don't anytime see the negative thing in anything, because always be positive and try to see positive things in everything. And yes, you could have learnt a good tip from this. And the next personality I want to tell you, she might not be familiar with you, but let me tell you her. She is Rupa Kanwar Singh. She is a jockey. So how many of you like horses? Yes, when we are so fast in anything, we will be everybody will compare us like horse. If we are running fast, hey, don't run like horse, your mom will be scolding you, right? So she is a jockey. So she was inspired by her grandfather and father. Actually, her grandfather used to train horses in the British Army. His name is D. Ugam Singh Rathore, and her father is also a jockey. So inspired by both of them, Rupa Kanwar Singh, she also used to ride horses from her child age, but she was alienated by many trainers because she is a girl and she can't compete with male riders, right? So every coach has alienated her, but she started to train herself with the help of her grandfather and father. So when she started to train her, she won over 50 races in globe. So what actually happened, most of the trainers censured her, and they gave her to do with better strategies, and now she has won over 720 races in the globe, and she is the first female rider in our India, in Tamil Nadu and in Chennai. So we should always we should not leave our goal for anything in this life. We should always keep on working hard. And let me tell you the next personality. She is a Pakistani. Yes, she is Malala Yousafzai. She got a Nobel Prize for Peace, right? She is a Nobel Prize Peace Laureate. And she also fight for the feminism for girls, especially for education. She is really a good feminist. And let me tell you one of her quote. If a man can destroy anything, why can't one girl change anything? Yes, if a man can do it, why can't girls do that? So that's what she used to tell. And she used to tell one quote in her interview, and let me tell you, one child, one teacher, one book and one pen can change the world. Yes, that's really true. And what she'll be used to tell in most of her interviews is, we all make mistakes in our life, but the most important thing is what we learn from it. Yes, that's really right. So no man is perfect in this world. So no man is perfect, and we all make mistake at least one time in our life. So don't worry, if you make mistake, don't worry about that mistake, but the important thing is what you learn from it. You should remember that in your mind, because that will help you in everything for your future also. So keep that in your mind. And the next final personality, last but not least, I want to tell you about a Pakistani. She's an activist actually. Her name is Muniba Mazari. Yes, she's a Pakistani activist, and she's an artist, she's an anchor, she's a modeling, and she's a motivational speaker in Pakistan. And she's a brand ambassador of UN. Yes, let me tell you her life story in short. So actually when she was 18 years old, she got married. Without her interest, their parents made her to get married. But after 2 years, she was met with the accident. It was done by her husband, but he escaped and she caught in that accident red-handed. So she left, she was how can I say, she left her bones. She had many fractures in the spine bones and leg bones, and she can't walk. And what will obviously happen the next time? His husband, he left her and went on. So what she did not fall down. Everybody used to dump her, but she rise up. She used to write all her problems in a paper. So she used to write all the problems, and she used to overcome it. Yes, and now she is the biggest motivational speaker in Pakistan, and she is talking in front of thousands of people in Pakistan. Yes, and the doctor who treated her said she cannot give a birth to a child, but she adapted one. That's what, if we should not always worry for what we did not have. We should be happy with what we have. So that's what we should learn from her story actually. And now she's a motivational speaker, and let me tell you one incident that she told in an interview. Actually, she has a boy, his name is Nail. He loves football, so he might be 5 years or 6 years old when they got their first football. So you know one thing, when they got the first football, the boy, what he did, he took the ball and kept it on her foot actually, but she can't kick that ball because she can't move her leg. So she said with a crying face, she said, "Sorry dear, I can't kick the ball." But do you know what the boy said? He said, "It's okay mom, you have hands, right? We can play catch the ball." That's what we should do. Even if you have a glass of water, don't think that your half glass is empty. Think that your half glass is full. So we should always be happy with what we have. And we should learn the art of converting our adversities into opportunities. Even if you have a problem, try to get a positive thing or try to get an opportunity from that problem. That decides who you are really. And she will be telling in a interview or speaking that she'll be telling this thing. Everybody will read my book about my biography, but nowhere in my text you will read I gave up. That's what she proved herself in that place. So even whatever struggles or barriers you may have in your life, please don't give up in your life. You should not give up in your life. You should keep on moving. Don't stop. Winners never quit and quitters never win. So don't quit anything in your life. So and failure isn't common until you try of quitting it. So don't end. Failure is not the end until you think of ending it. If you think I'm going to end this, that's the end. But failure is not the end. You can go on. You can go. You can try until you get achieved. That's what life. And we are at the end, and let me tell you one of the famous quote that was told by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, a former president. Don't take rest after your first victory, because many lips are waiting to say that your second is just luck. If you fail in your second, so you are doing a first attempt, and if you win in that, but when you fail in your second, many lips are there waiting to tell your first victory is just luck. But that the person only you know how you worked hard to get achieved in your life. So please don't stop going. Please go beyond. Don't stop in your life. Don't get struggled in anything. Don't stop in any place. Break the barriers that stops you. So nobody will help you in your life but except you. You are the person for you. Always think that everybody is around you, so that you can get a strength that person is behind you, but the person behind you is really you. So don't stop for anything in this life, in your life. But the thing, you know why I chose this topic, because I wanted to tell you many things from this. So the first thing is education, because education is a very very important thing in life and we should not lose it for anything. And our self-respect or self-confidence, that is a basic thing that everyone should possess. If you don't have a self-respect in any place, just leave the place, you don't need that place. So that's the many thing. And the third important thing is humanity. Humanity is how can I say, it's a habit of people. If like anger, sorry, it's also a sense, it's also a habit. So don't stop your humanity. So right, these are the things that you learn from this speech. And you know why I chose this actually, to tell you even if I am speaking, even a 10% will hear that, and from that even one person will take a one tip from that and they will get a change in their life. So that's what I wanted to, so that I chose this topic. And I'm telling you that finally, don't stop for anybody, don't stop for anything. The way is yours, go on. You know, the difficulty roads will often leads to beautiful destinations. So even now we are in a difficulty road, don't stop, you will have a beautiful destination there. So think of the beautiful destination, so that you will not remember the difficulty roads in you. So don't stop, success is yours, go on. Thank you.